this module, we are going to study about this investigational medicinal product dossier. IMPD is a critical document in the clinical trial process, providing a regulatory authorities with the necessary information to ensure the safety, quality, and efficacy of the investigational medicinal product being tested in the clinical trials. And coming to importance of IMPD. IMPD is important as it is a regulatory requirement. IMPD is a key document in the application for clinical trial authorization from regulatory bodies like EMA and FDA. EMA is a regulatory body of European Union. FDA is a regulatory body of United States. And coming to the risk assessment, it is an important document. It provides to the regulators with the data needed to assess the risks associated with the IMP and its proposed clinical trial use and clinical trial design. It supports the design and execution of clinical studies including safety monitoring, manufacturing and quality control process. And next, what are all the different sections in a IMPD? Module 1 contains administrative information and which focuses on the administrative and regulatory details of the application including cover letter, applicant details, clinical trial protocols, regulatory status, authorization and application forms. So, we'll find all these different types of applications or different types of letters which are rich in administrative information. And in a module 2, we'll see the summary of the dossier. In summary, we'll see an overview of an entire dossier and highlights the key scientific and regulatory information for the IMP, including a summary of the quality, non-clinical and clinical data, clinical trial phases and risk assessment. And in a module 3, we'll find quality information. Now, focuses on the pharmaceutical quality of investigational product, including pharmaceutical development, manufacture, control of materials, testing and analysis and stability studies. In a module 4, we'll find non-clinical study reports, provides data from the non-clinical preclinical studies of IMP, including pharmacology, toxicology, safety pharmacology and environmental risk assessment. In a module 5, we will see the details regarding clinical study protocols and investigator brochure. Provides a clinical development plan and key documents used in the clinical trials, including the clinical study protocols and investigator brochure. And next we will move on to the regulatory guidelines for the IMPD preparation. The regulatory guidelines generally provided in Europe through EMA. Lex Volume 10 provides the guidelines for IMPD preparation in Europe. In ICH guidelines such as E6 Good Clinical Practice and E8 General Consideration for the Clinical Trial provide the best practices and regulatory requirements for the clinical trials. And next, other regulations, Clinical Trial Regulation EU number 536 2014. This regulation governs the clinical trials in the European Union, outlining the specific requirements for the clinical trial applications, including the IMPD. And FDA. For clinical trials conducted in the US, the Investigational New Drug Application Guidelines are applicable. The 21 part CFR 312 covers the regulatory framework for the clinical trials involving the investigational drugs. And next we will move on to the considerations for the IMPD preparations. Clarity and precision. The IMPD should be written clearly and concisely, avoiding unnecessary jargon and ensuring that the consent is organized logically for easy navigation, and consistency with other documents. So, whatever the information we provided to other supplementary documents, the information should be consistent with the IMPD. Ensure the consistency across the IMPD and other related documents like clinical trial protocol, IB. Any discrepancies may delay the approval process because it creates a lot of confusion among your different documents. And regulatory authority requirements. Regulatory authorities may have specific requirements for the format and contents of IMPD. Always check the relevant guidelines before the submission to ensure the compliance. And data completeness. Ensure that all sections of the IMPD are fully completed and supported by the relevant data. Lack of data or incomplete information could result in delays or rejections. If there are chances to the IMP such as new data form, from clinical trials or new manufacturing processes, ensure the IMPD is updated accordingly and submitted for review. And this is about the investigational medicinal product dossier.